Nicole Baker versus Nicholas Baker.
Court will note the appearance of Ms. McNiff on behalf of the plaintiff, defendant appearing in pro per. This matter is before the court on the plaintiff's motion for temporary custody, parenting time support, exclusive use of home, vehicle, and restraining order. Ms. McNiff.
Your Honor, as you can see from the motion, the parties have been separated for a year, and during that period of time, Mr. Baker has not been involved with the children. Barely. He sees them for a couple of hours at a time, irregularly. He also has been providing some support, but again, it's inconsistent. I don't believe that it's anywhere close to what the child support formula would be. He has been taking care of some of the bills, the utility bills, but as the court can see from our motion, some of those utility bills get turned off. It takes days for them to get turned back on. My client would like to be in charge of those bills to make sure that they're paid on time so that the children have electricity and heat at all times. But those bills are in Mr. Baker's name. In addition, the children have been struggling with this separation, not seeing dad on a regular basis. My client would like to enroll them in counseling. When she suggested that, dad became very angry with her, does not want the children in counseling at this point. So we are asking for sole legal and sole physical custody, which would allow my client to enroll the children in counseling. We're asking that dad have standard parenting time. At this point, we don't really believe that he's going to take it, but we don't see any reason why he shouldn't be able to have that time with the children. We're asking for support pursuant to the formula. We're asking that Mr. Baker be required to take his name off the utility bills, transfer those accounts into my client's name so that she has control of them, grant her exclusive use of the house, which she owns with her grandmother, and exclusive use of the van that she drives, which is in Mr. Baker's name. And also we have some concerns about Mr. Baker's gambling habits and about him dissipating the marital asset of his 401k. We're asking for a restraining order against him taking out any loans or withdrawals from that 401k during the pendency of this matter. If the court does not grant my client sole legal custody, then we are asking for a court order to permit the children to go to counseling. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Baker, what's your response?
Well, Your Honor, my response is I have zero issues with the children going to counseling. The only issue that I had was that the conversation wasn't had with me prior to seeking it. Yes, I was upset in that manner, but that was only because there was no conversation that was had. So I have no issues. I want them. I also agree that they need it. The time that I've spent, I've had them every other weekend for the last few weekends now. They stayed overnight multiple times, and just seeing them, they definitely need some type of counseling and to get through this matter.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I don't have any issues with relinquishing the utility bills. I will honestly only continue to have them in my name as a favor. So I have no issues with taking my name off of them and transferring those as soon as possible. I don't have any issues with that. As far as the 401k, also, I don't plan on touching that. Currently, there is a loan out on it that Nicole and I had back in the COVID year, and I'm still paying off that bi-weekly through my pay periods. I do give her money every 2 weeks as I get paid. I have transactional history through PayPal. The number is anywhere from 2 to even 600, but it has been consistent every 2 weeks as I get paid. And I think that's all I have. I'm sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay, what the court's going to do, and this is a temporary basis, court will grant to the plaintiff temporary custody, will grant to the defendant standard parenting time. Court will grant support consistent with the child support formula and the incomes of the parties. The defendant has agreed that he will get those utilities transferred to the plaintiff. Court will order that that be done within 7 days of today's date. The court will grant the plaintiff exclusive possession of the home as well as the vehicle that she drives. And the court will further grant a mutual preliminary injunction against disposing, dissipating, pledging, or taking any loans against any marital assets, or again, disposing of those assets during the pendency of this action. Is there anything else, Ms. McNiff?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Baker, anything else?
I'm sorry, what is standard parenting time?
Standard parenting time, alternating weekends,
Okay.
midweek, Wednesday, if the parties can't agree, to another night for four to 8, alternating holidays, spring break, alternating weeks in the summer.
Okay, that's perfect.
Okay, great.
I understand, and I do plan on filing a complaint for this divorce as soon as
Okay.
possible.
Okay, that's fine. Ms. McNiff will prepare the order and submit under 7-day notice of entry. That will conclude this matter at 10:06 a.m. You're free to go. Have